Raimi's 1992 horror film Army of Darkness employs the finest supernatural special effects pros in Hollywood. Pros like Bob Kurtzman and Howard Berger of KNB Effects.
The vision that we create, it is from us, but a lot of it's the material we get to work from. Granted, we come up with a lot of the ideas, but we get some pretty far-out scripts. You know, everybody, we'll go on a movie set and with some of the stuff that we've done, like, you guys are sick, you have sick minds. We're like, well, we didn't write it, you know, this guy wrote it, Clive Barker wrote it, Stephen King wrote it. But I think we take what they have written and enhance it and really make it come to life.
Here at KNB Effects in Hollywood, Bob and Howard employ talented visual effects artists and technicians, collaborating to create amazing works of functional art.
Our collaboration with Sam Raimi on Army of Darkness, we initially submitted drawings, sketches, and such of each character, what we thought they would look like. Then Sam would put in, say, well, I don't know, that the jaw needs to be bigger, the head needs to be bigger. No, I don't like the pointy ears. Knowing Sam's sense of humor and everything, he likes things wild, so we went really wild, and he made us tone it down a little bit.
For Army of Darkness, Bob and Howard had to create a series of cable-controlled zombies known as Waldos. This life-sized Waldo was used for the close-up shots and required the expertise of two puppeteers to articulate its movements. KNB also created this hellish hound used in the movie The Amityville Horror Part 5.
What we have here is a puppet of a dog head. What this allows us to do is have the dog biting skin, ears can move. This little mechanism here makes the ears move back and forth. We also have a little blood syringe. This syringe allows us to pump blood out of the mouth of the animal, making it look like the blood is actually coming out of the actor's arm, but because we have foam teeth, the teeth sink in and the blood is pumped from underneath the tongue. But for just quick shots of like lunging, biting, things like this work real great.
When we see our own films, it's a thrill, you know, to see kids like scream and yell and kind of get grossed out and the girls screaming and stuff like that, or applauding because there's fantastic effect sequence. You know, it's a blast. It definitely is a big rush to see stuff like that.
David Miller has created his share of supernatural special effects here at his shop in Burbank.
On all of our characters, we have a foam latex skin, and foam latex is used because it's very soft, pliable, and it stretches a lot because it's made out of latex. And what we put under the skin for facial movements is a fiberglass or vacuum formed shell. And on this shell, it's the exact conformation of the inside of the skin. So you get the exact fit on there. And on this shell, we house all our mechanics, which moves different parts of the face. There's eyebrows, there's lip movements, there's different cables for each lip expression, so we can get like a snarl on one side. Or if we push them both together, you get the O sound, or the O shape. The jaw opens and closes, and there's also a lot of eye movements. There's blinks. And all this is glued to the skin itself, so that whatever this does correspond with the movements on the outside of the skin. And here we have little Freddy Krueger as a baby. Every mother's dream. And he operates on remote control, which are these little controls down here. Does a lot of different facial expressions. This was constructed with 6 little radio-controlled model airplane servos, which are little motors inside there that operate off the joysticks. And we only use 6 motors. We usually use a lot more, but this one only needed 6 because it's such a small face. And we use this method as opposed to cables because you can take it as far as you want. You're not limited by the length of the cables. This is for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, where Freddy gets reborn. I guess we all have to be a baby at some time.